Hello there, welcome back. In this video, we're continuing with our factors in multiples study, but I want to focus a little bit on multiples because sometimes on test questions or just in the process of doing math, you have to list multiples of a number. So let me show you a few examples of that. Let's just write some directions here. Let's list the first 10 multiples of, and then we're going to do some examples here. Now the first thing I want you to realize is that the word multiples is building up. They are asking me to build up if I am doing multiples. So if you can fix that little fact in your mind, it will help. Multiplying is building up. So let's take the number, whoa, that's not a very good box, is it? Let's take the number 2. 2 itself is a prime number, but we're not dealing with prime and composite here. We are simply building up the multiples of the number 2. So here's how you do it. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 5 is 10. How many multiples is that? That's 5, and they want me to do the first 10 of them. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And then I'm going to use an ellipsis to show that that list could keep going. I was just instructed to do the first 10 multiples of the number 2. Okay, let's do the first 10 multiples of the number 5. 5 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the ellipsis shows that it continues. I am just building up a list of multiples. Let's do the first 10 multiples of 10. So we're going to count by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. You are listing multiples. Where have we done this before? Can you think of a place that you've done this before? Let me see if I can find for you, just bear with me here. Normally you don't see this part of my workbook, but do you remember when we talked about common denominators? If you took the first course with me, and I'm sorry to be flipping through on you here. Actually, I don't think that's the page I'm looking for. Just bear with me. It's in my notebook where we made our notes. If you go back to common denominator, I'm looking here. We've got a big notebook that we've put together, don't we? It's so big that there's dividing fractions. Think back to common denominator when you were adding and subtracting fractions. And I did a whole lesson with you on common denominator. Right here it is. And we had to list those multiples. That is exactly what we're doing here. So if you had the first course with me and we did these common denominator problems, we've done this skill before where you've listed the multiples. It's a very important skill to have in math. There we listed for 12 and 6. We listed, in this case, we listed for 2, 4, 8, and 10. So listing multiples is a very important skill to have. Alright, in our next video, look at all that work we've done, guys. If you took course 1, you have a pretty substantial math notebook now. Hang on to that, because if you ever go on to school, if you go further with your academics, this will be a very good reference for you to come back to. Okay, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to do some more with breaking down. I showed you how to build up with multiples, so we will work with breaking down a little bit more in the next segment. So I will see you soon. Bye-bye.